Look at that, chat. Look at that. Drekthar on curve. Kurtrus on curve. Gonna be a win. This deck's the real deal. Hey everyone. I've been wanting to play Druid, but Druid's win rate is in the tank. It's really bad. It gets wrecked by Demon Hunter. In my opinion, it doesn't even beat Warrior. I've been crushing Druids with Warriors on ladder. And so it's a thing of I don't feel the Druid class, the Kazakhstan builds were built optimally. And I was trying to figure, okay, how can I build a better deck? One of the big things I wanted to do for a while is put in Frost Sabers and Beasts. And you can get, because you already have Oracles in the old Ramp Druid. So I realized, well, if you run the Flipper Friends, you can get the six rushes, and it will discount your Frost Saber to 1. So because of that, you can easily get a fully discounted Frost Saber. And sometimes I'm playing Beast Druid, I'm like, I don't even want to run all these low cards. I just want the Frost Saber. So with Flipper Friends, you can do that. So that was kind of one of the ideas that got this. And I've also thought a lot of like, well, Scale of Onyxia plus Composting would be insane, but you never have enough mana for it because it would be draw 7 for 2 mana. But with Flipper Friends, it's a little bit easier because it's 7 mana. So this is kind of this idea. I was like, and the big other thing I thought is like, well, why the problem is like Miracle Growth, while it was a really good card at 8 mana, it's too slow. You just get killed. It's not fast enough. Maybe if you hit the perfect hand with Innervates and Growth, but it's just not consistent. So I was like, how can I make Druid draw better without having this Miracle Growth problem? And I came up with this deck. It started off without Sea Giants. I'm trying to remember what was in it originally. I originally ran Aquatic Forms. That was the ultimate card I cut to get Ibis and BGBM in the deck. I'm trying to think of what was another card I ran in this deck for a while when I was experimenting. But the bottom line is I made this, and all of a sudden, when the list got solid, I started crushing with it. It had a 60% win rate over about a 40 game sample size. Now it's the beginning of the month, so I can't see my rank, but I'm playing against really good players. I'm playing against Bruto on the American server, finished rank 1 legend, and I played him against Demon Hunter and I beat him. I'm 6 and I believe 6 and like 7 against Demon Hunter. We were 50% for a while, but keeping toe-to-toe with Demon Hunter, the best deck in the game that normally crushes Druid, is insane. And we're kind of crushing all the bad decks. So we're beating any deck so we have about a 50%, slightly above 50% win rate against Warrior, a slightly below 50% against Demon Hunter, and it feels like we're crushing everything else. This deck feels really, really solid. So let me talk to you about how this deck performs. So what are you doing in the beginning? The beginning starts off very much like normal Ramp Druid. You go Jerry Carpenter, try to draw Nourish, Wild Growth, Ramp, Guff, stuff like that. But once you get to about 5 or 6 mana, the deck completely changes. So one is we're often go if we're going against a board deck, we might go something like Flipper Friends here. And let's say we're against a Demon Hunter, we go Flipper Friends and then go Sea Giant for free. This happens a lot. If you're kind of up against a deck that's maybe not putting that much pressure on you, you often go Flipper Friends and Composting, and you draw 6 cards. If someone's trying to smork you down, often what happens is you go Flipper Friends. This is going to discount your Frost Saber. So even if you don't have a Frost Saber in hand, maybe you played a Druid of the Reef earlier, which would be your 7th beast, and then you could draw a bunch of cards, hit Frost Sabers, put 2 taunts in the way. All of a sudden you smash 10 health in the way, and your opponent can't kill you. And that gives you enough time to maybe get an Oracle, Naga Giant, sort of Earthen Scales play, and that can get you right back in the game. So because we have the mana cheating of Frost Sabers, Sea Giants, and Naga Giants, we can really fight back for board. We also have the mana cheating of Oracles. So let's say our opponent makes a bunch of stuff, and we go Moonlit Guidance, Druid of the Reef, and then go Oracle and just do tons of Druid of the Reefs. We can really, really fight for board. So we have a lot better tools to fight for board than most decks. The big weakness of this deck, to be honest, is the Treasure Card. I hate that card. It's a 1/5. It wrecks your Flipper Friends. It rips. But that's the one card that is really, really annoying for this deck. But so we're kind of fighting for board. And then what we do is we get a bunch of Giants in the way. And then if they don't clear the Giants, we go BGBM and hit them in the face for sometimes 60 damage. So when I'm playing against Priest, for example, I never hit him in the face. All I do is I put 2 giants there. If they remove it with light bomb, I put another 2 giants. They remove it again, I put another 2 giants. And then once they don't remove it, I go BGBM, and they have to get their weapon before that can happen, which is hard because we're putting constant pressure on. So that's the general gist of it. We're kind of doing normal ramp things. We're using Flipper Friends. Now, we also, so our Jerry-rigging card does not necessarily draw Nourish, but also can draw Flipper Friends. And getting the 6/6 taunt is a nice extra bit of value. It's a nice for discounting your Naga Giant, and sometimes you need a taunt to protect yourself. So it's it's probably our least efficient tempo play, but it's a really nice thing to sort of weave in if let's say you already have a board to get a taunt in the way, maybe against a warrior, you're just using it to kind of weave it in to get your Naga Giant discount, something like that. I just want to talk about a few matchups and how you win them. Druid, it's all about just if you're in the Druid mirror, but they're not quite your deck, you get your fast Naga Giants, you win the game. And you have more Naga Giants, so you're definitely a favorite because you can get more Giants, you can get the Frost Sabers, you can get that board. The one thing they have at you is Onyxia. We don't run Onyxia. There's not really room for it in the deck, and it's not really kind of what this deck wants to do. But because we don't run Onyxia, they do. Especially the games we've lost against Druid, they usually have double Onyxia. They get Onyxia from like an Amalgam or a Moonlit Guidance, and then the double Onyxia is too much removal sometimes for us to win. But generally, we get a bunch of Giants. We maybe get an Ibis before they can. We hit them in the face. That's how you beat them. So how do we beat Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter is the hardest matchup, but we've been able to win it. When you want to ramp, and then the big play you do is you go Flipper Friends and you go Sea Giants. And if you can get Flipper Friends, and the one thing that wrecks you is the Treasure Guard, but let's say you remove 2 minions. If you're really lucky and you have enough mana to get a composting off, even better, but you usually don't. But sometimes you'll get the 2 Sea Giants, they can't kill you, and then you go double Earthen Scales or something like that, and that can be enough to win against a Demon Hunter. And that's sort of how you generally win. If they don't put enough pressure on you, it's a lot easier to win. But if they put the high pressure on, you kind of need the Flipper Friends Sea Giant play to stay in the game. How do we win against Warrior? Warrior's tough. At first, I was losing more than winning, and then I figured out how to win the matchup. You kind of just cycle as normal, put the pressure on, put threading boards. But the big play is you want to force out a brawl. So the Warrior's only one brawl. So you make a board that they have to remove. And if you can get them to go brawl, and then you go Oracle Ibis or just Ibis. I'll often make a 24/24 Ibis. And if they can't remove it, I go BGBGM and hit them in the face for 24. And if they don't have armor and you only have 1 minion on the board because they just brawled you, they have 1 minion on the board because they brawl you, they can't kill it. And you just hit them in the face for 48. And maybe they have a giant amount of armor, but usually they can't deal with that. So the way I've been losing against Warrior now is they actually immunize my Ibis or they immunize my BGBM. So that's the way I've been losing against Warrior. But so those are your general matchups. Deck feels really strong. It's really fun, and I think if you're kind of I don't think you need Kazakhstan in this meta. You're better off with the Druid playing it as a tempo deck and just going for your fast giant planes and killing your opponent before they can stop you. So I think this deck is a lot of fun, and I feel it utilizes the Frost Saber Matriarch is a card I've thought has been busted since the moment I saw it, but it's sometimes hard to find the right home, and Beast Druid isn't quite cutting it. And with this, it's kind of more your defensive card, while your giants are your offensive cards. So deck feels great. I'm going to try to maybe play some more of it tomorrow. If you were here, congratulations, because no one else is playing this deck. So you got here first. Get on ladder and play this deck before anyone else can, because it's going to be everywhere. I can tell I've got something. Maybe this isn't the best deck in the game, but it's good. So anyways, if I hadn't said mulligans already, mulligans against aggro, I'm keeping Druid of the Reef and Dozing. Not against them, definitely throwing those away. Always keep Jerry Rig. Always keep Wild Growth. Nourish, I keep on coin. Going first, I don't keep it unless it's a non-aggressive matchup like Warrior or Druid. So if it's an aggressive matchup, I'm not keeping Nourish going first, but I'm always keeping it on coin. And always keeping Guff. That's your mulligans. One more thing, I know I'm going to get this question asked a lot. Why don't we run aquatic form in this deck? A lot of people ask me. The original list ran aquatic form, and I needed to make more room in the deck because I needed more cards to win. What does aquatic form really do at the end of the day, though? It cycles. So it makes your deck smaller, which for a lot of decks is good because you're more likely to hit your good cards. But when we have so much draw, we actually often need having additional value. So basically cutting the aquatic forms makes our deck 2 cards bigger to 30 cards instead of 28. Now, when you originally try to hit Kazakhstan as fast as possible, having 2 cards less is bad. But I think in this new list, when we have such insane draw because of composting, we don't need as much draw. So having 2 cards additional in your deck is valuable. So just wanted to answer that question because I know I'll get asked that. Anyways, hope you guys like that. I got some games for you guys. Enjoy, you know? Or the opponent just hit they didn't just hit the nuts. I mean, they had a good hand, but like we had a good hand too. I just can't sometimes, chat. Come on.
The iron mine is mine. For the wilds.
Exactly, Norkburger. Oh, it's dark.
Be its own treasure.
Well, it's interesting, but here's the reality. I think people underestimate how far away from perfect play human beings are, and just like in general, because people want to, like, you know, if you truly were making no mistakes, your win rate would be so effing insane. So it's a thing of like, we're all making so many mistakes but still doing great play because it's like mistakes are going to happen. Like, that's life. You're not a machine, you know? Okay, maybe you are, Zaxler. I saw the robot. The only mistake I've ever made is downloading Hearthstone. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like every time I lose, somebody in the channel wants to make it into some bigger thing. Like, oh, this is why if the devs didn't do this or they got lucky. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so... So, I mean, it's just like, you're going to lose sometimes. It's not a big deal. I find it more fun to like be like, but like we don't have to turn it into some broader social, political thing, you know? Ooh, I take the Flipper Friends here. 'Cause... Do they have a way to deal 1 damage to all my minions here, chat? Because I'm going to be very sad if they do.
The wails of these caverns chill me.
Nope. Chat, do I just draw 1,000,000 cards here, or do I draw 6 cards? I kind of want to draw 1,000,000. What do you think, chat? Ooh, if I hit Oracle... I don't really care about hitting Oracle here. J Prince, thank you for the 7 months. Get on that subject. Thank you so much, J Prince.
What to do?
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Time waits for no one.
I don't really need to trade there, but I don't know. I think I'm just trying to. I think we're so ahead here, but. Okay. I'll okay, that was bad. I can't get rank 1 legend with my Hotess Rogue. What am I doing wrong? It's a tough. I got rank 17 with it, but it's a tough deck to get rank 1 legend with. It's not the highest tier. I did get rank 17 legend with it, so, but getting rank 1, it's gonna be tough. What you have to do is play when everybody is playing Control Warrior that day. That's how you can beat it. Do I have lethals here?
All patched up.
I can do another 9 here. I think I just go Guff here and no, I go Rampant into Guff. Do we
Life, happiness, and friends.
All patched up.
Chad, that's my punish for not going face last turn. Fino was right. Miss Lethal? I had another 9 burst, right? What was my lethal there? Who's chat lethal? Alright. Dude, I think there's like a scientific principle that like even good players, once they get in chat, like the you know what I mean? Like I remember, dude, Fury Hunter got mad at me, but kind of rightfully so, because I said he missed lethal as a Garrote Rogue in the Garrote Rogue matchup. But he missed a chance for lethal. He didn't have a guaranteed lethal, so I was right in under some sense, but yeah.
This must be the way.
Reflect in the moonwell.
That rope's burning again.
Chat, don't judge me for trading here. I don't really need to trade here, but I did it anyway. Your chat hive mind. Otters did not deserve that. Chat, about to be 15-9. Pretty impressive, right? just have to find a way to kill off their own Popsicooler here.
You win this.
If I hit fishy flyers, I really like just kind of the way it plays. It's quite fun. You know, it's not just like Curvestone. It's not Pirate Warrior. It's an actual interesting deck. Yeah. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good when like when I'm you know, I like when the best deck is not just some like brain dead blah blah blah, you know? Ooh, that's rough. Ooh, chat. I've got the Sea Giant.
You gotta be
All right.
with scraps.
Ooh, okay. All right, we bait them into going wide, and then we get the Sea Giant. Easy, chat. All right, we just need to hit some fishy flyers, and we're good to go here. Wait.
Strike now.
So what I do here is I'm baiting them into, they go like they go face here. They get a full board. I go Oracle, double Sea Giant, Earthen. They have to like resist the urge to hit my face. Against a Druid, you never do that. They probably go like 3-drop here and then go Hero Power and make a full board. And then I wreck them. Trekthar for 1 minion. Interesting. Alright.
Strike now.
What if we top deck Druid of the Reef? We'd be so good here. Unlucky, chat.
Reflect in the moonwell.
Good play though, right? Like, Chad, if we top deck BGBM and they don't kill off our minions here, balance Trekthar. We're chucking the real Nohands. Oh, they're coming into the stream now. Chat, I'm a meme streamer now, alright? Oh, this is Bruto, too. Bruto finished #1 legend this month. So, chat, if we win here, we beat the #1 player in the world, because it's America, so #1, you know?
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
18. Chat, BGBM for off the top for lethal here. BGBM off the top for the lethal. I can feel it. BGBM. Son of a gun, chat. So close. So close, chat. Actually so close, chat. I mean, literally one top deck away. But, that is gonna be game.
Victory is yours. gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Job done.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Chad, I might go Nourish into Draw Nourish to set up for just Oracle Naga Giant win. That seems like the play to go for. Because if I just get a bunch of Naga Giants down before he can, like that's a winning line, right? Like I can actually go triple Naga Giant. Okay. If I just go Wild Growth next turn, and then I go Oracle, Naga Giant, and then Druid of the Reef Taunt. It wins the game. Pretty hard here. Guess I could do Druid of the Reef Rush. No, I'd probably still Taunt here. Ooh, do I have enough mana now? Wait, oh wait, no, I do have enough mana because I do Oracle, Rush. Okay.
So many contradictions.
Oracle or 7, okay.
Reflect in the moonwell. Reflect in the moonwell.
The sea floor be its own treasure.
Sands of time run low.
I screwed up. Okay.
The sea floor be its own treasure.
Come on. So, if I play the 3-1 there, I can have another 3-1 there at the end, but I messed up. So, this is still good. Like, how do you deal with this? Is this deck good for bronze? I don't know.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps. All patched
I was supposed to go Moonlit there. Moonlit might have been better, to be honest. The hero point, yeah.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Yeah, because I could have gotten composting, which is yeah, or dozing here. Like, lots of good outs that I missed out on.
All patched up.
All right.
Just keep doing things until they die. Pick me!
All right. Yeah. What did they get here? They got counterspell. I'm so sad here. You got effing counterspell, bro. You got effing counterspell. I'm just effed here, chat. I'm just freaking effed. Dude, they got effing counterspell here. Chat, I'm so dead. And they got the taunty boy. Oh god, I'm so dead here, chat. How do I win this? This is on
Time runs out on
only on their minions. All right, I'm in trouble, chat. Okay, chat, I have to play. So I have two options here. I could just play a crappy card, and so I get the composting out, or I can play composting, then it goes 6/6 rush, and then I get a sea giant, and I get to clear off this 1/5, which does next to nothing. I think I just dumped this, honestly, and set up so I can do a full wombo combo play next turn. Yeah, I can. Wait, let's see. I guess I can't do everything next turn. I guess so tough.
sands of time.
So if I do this, like I just clear this. Probably should have hit this, to be honest. Oh, I forgot it does discount the Naga Giant here. Okay. If I can hit an Innervate off the draw, I can also just full pop off here. Make me angry.
Time runs out on me.
Wait, they're killing off their own this guy for me. Thank you. Wait, do they have lethal here? Don't lethal me, bro. I have so much to live for.
We have plotted long enough.
Wait. Okay. Alright, Chad, here we go. Oh, Druid of the Reef. All right, I have to rely that I get I have to get an Innervate here. I think that's not that bad. Unlikely though. Innervate. I think I kill the Siren here. There's the Innervate. for that turn, chat. Look at that turn. All right, low rolls. Always low rolling. Always be low rolling, chat. Always low rolls here. Like Kalak here, chat. Kalak. Kalak I've heard is OP.
The Queen's power is beyond your
Trying to think. What do I have here? I have 25 on board. I could go Moonlit Guidance to try and hit BGBM here. Not anymore. Wait, I could still do it if they don't overtrade here.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, they did. Okay. 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 Okay.
Reflect in the moonwell.
Just resting my eyes. Just resting my eyes. What? What? I'm
Sands of time run low.
Seed lore be its own treasure.
I might have messed that turn up a little bit. Chat, it was too complicated a turn. But I think I did it pretty decent here. Because I didn't have board space if I think I went Sea Giant there, so I might have not missed the Sea Giant. I might not have messed up. I went to Sea Giant because I thought if I didn't do it, there might have been a better order. So, but I was afraid of getting the 1-mana Sea Giant there, so.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
You go Moonlit Guidance next turn, I think. BGBM is lethal. Earthen Scales is like basically lethal because we just never die.
Time runs out on me.
Yeah, basically it was a spot I was like, I'd rather get 188 than miss it entirely.
Pick me! Pick me!
Alright. Just need to hit BGBM here.
Strike! Then strike harder.
A new spell on me. That one is worn out. Legendary scene, my friend.
Did you make this deck? This is a Nohands original, chat. I came up with this. I was in bed and I was like, I basically was like, how can Druid not be good? It has Jerry Rick Carpenter, but like the 8-mana card's too slow now. Do I ever keep all this? Doing a weird keep here.
My blood boils for war.
Alright, I just need to get... Chat, we just need to get wild growth here, and we're good to go off our moonlit. Then we go coin nourish on, we don't nourish, and then we go flipper friends, sea giant composting, win the game. Wild growth? Wild growth? Eh. Crap. Maybe I take another moonlit guidance. I could also just go tempo oracle next turn. Kind of scare him a little bit. Probably just moonlit guidance number 2. I can hit a dozing or Druid of the Reef. They're all really good cards to hit here. So Druid is it's a kind of a value tempo deck. It's not a control deck. So what that means is it doesn't have good ways to scale back on board when it files back. So it doesn't have if someone makes a giant board, it just loses. So what does that mean practically? Practically, what that means is it has to be fast enough to keep up with the other decks. Or something like Control Warrior can be slow tempo. Now, it's certainly better when it's fast tempo like it is now. But a control deck, in theory, because it has scalable removal, just... Oh, God. Shit, I think I have to pop off this turn or I lose. I don't think I can afford to wait. All right.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Do I ever... Would I ever rather composting this board to get draw? I might just want to compost this instead. Like getting 2 draw is probably enough to win. Then I can go double...
So many contradictions.
I push 10. Do I have to throw in lethal here? I do. Yeah, maybe I push 10 here. And then innervate out the hero power. Yeah, because then if they trade with their weapon, I win.
Time run low. I lose Neladar. I already attacked.
So now I'm throwing lethal. Let's say like they kill my 8/6 without hitting it. Yeah. So they can't trade on my minions now, or they have to have lethal themselves, which is so unlikely. Are those giants dying though? Multi-strike?
I will find a way.
All they'd have to do is go like Fury multi-strike. They have to hit a taunt here. This is a risky play. Oh, you got it? Son of a gun. They got it. Ah. That's actually just so toxic. Another earthen scales, chat. Alright, do I Drew to the Reef here, or do I Earthen Scales? It's tough. I can Earthen Scales push 11 here. Or I can, pushing 11 seems good.
So many
Killing these seem good.
contradictions.
Yeah, it's probably pushing 11. Because then they can't hit my minions. They have to full clear. I have follow up with like, I can always draw fishy friends here. And use that to do like clearing next turn. Yeah, they can't hit my minions now with their weapon. So they have to deal 30 damage and they have no lady. It's gonna be tough. They can clear my board. What they have to do here. So they hit me in the face and then they trade off my stuff. But then I just redevelop and probably win. But Kurtrus, yeah, Kurtrus would be good here. Really? Dude, like, dude, I'm having to play against the Uber high rolls of frickin', like, I have to play against, Drekthar, Kurtrus, like, the works here, chat. Okay, what do I even do here now?
So many contradictions.
Just resting my eyes.
I guess I could draw 3 here. I was gonna gain 2. It's probably gain 2 because I can play the jerry rig here and get flipper friends. But I don't really have. But I think I'd rather get the gain 2 because I go guff. Next turn.
Seed law be its own tragedy.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
So I can go flipper friends, taunt, plus they have 8 damage here. But yeah. Guff, well, if I cut Guff, I cut Ibis, but Guff could be. Guff is too good against Warrior to cut. Nine from hand, not that hard. Fury, Chaos Strike, Predation. Their best top deck. Composting, maybe BGBM. Is 2 Wild Growth Goodness deck? If I had that answer, I'm gonna go with yes though. I'm gonna go with very good. You don't have plays on turn 3. So, you don't have Wild Growth, you're just a turn later, all games. Wow, face tanking. It's insane, dude. Ooh, BGBM is still lethal here.
Blinded by vengeance.
Thank you. Did Ibis here? Or is it, I think it's just Frost Sabers here. I think it's just Frost Sabers. Now do I go Guff here or do I go 6 rushers? And kill this off. I think I'm just go 6
All
rushers.
patched up.
4 life, so I think this is a win. I think we got him. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Drekthar on curve. Kurtrus on curve. Gonna be a win. This deck's the real deal.
I'll never stop.
Excellent code of cold positioning. Thank you. Wait, if I get starfished here and somehow wait, okay. Oh, is it? No, multi-strike doesn't work because you're at 4 life, bro. Cutting Guff for second Kelp Keeper. I guess we could cut Guff, but we'd probably cut Ibis too. Then I think Guff is like a better nourish, so we still always want Guff. I think I'm just gonna keep it here.
The Seed Lord be its own
This deck is, yeah, Control Warrior's been the worst matchup so far. Would you recommend this deck to climb to Legend? No, I would not. I would recommend Pirate Warrior. Or if you're a little more advanced, I would recommend Naga DH. Not super advanced, like you've gone to Legend before. Do you like Restaurant Starfish in your Naga DH? Not anymore. Not enough Ibises. Or not even sure what the tech is for, to be honest, anymore, but...
Just resting my eye.
Aloof Neladar.
Alright, this 3-1 doing some work. Already connected for 9 damage, right? Yeah. No. 6 damage, but still. Ooh, look at that top deck chat. Alright. Right, we're kind of hitting the nuts this game, so maybe we pull this off here. We can go Flippy Friends plus Composting. Draw a whole new hand here. We also could just go Nourish and Delay. I don't really want to play Flippy Friends into Rancor. My favorite class this expansion? Probably Warrior or Druid. Mage is super fun. You know, I even like the Pirate Rogue I've been playing that Monsanto gave me. Yeah. Honestly, I like a lot of stuff this expansion.
What?
Does it include the 0-mana Dredge? So what does the 0-mana Dredge really do? It makes your deck a 28-card deck, which is good when you're a combo deck or you're a get to your powerful win condition. But we actually want a 30-card deck. So that's why. And also, Dredge is really bad with Frost Sabers, Sea Giants, and Nog Giants, which are cards we run. So because of that, I basically cut them to make my deck a 30-card deck. Deck feels a lot better now than it did before. I could have just gone Ibis there. It would have been an interesting play. This is very weak to Rancor if they run it. Some lists are cutting it, but... yeah. Problem is now they can shield slam my Ibis, which is really annoying. See if I overdraw Oracle.
This must be the way.
Reflect in the Moonwell. scrappy with scraps. You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Yeah, that's the problem. By giving them this, they can just do so much damage to my minions. But if I get them down to like 10 or 8 life, then I can just go one giant Ibis. I don't even know if I go Oracle. I'd probably go Oracle. And then, especially if I can get them to use the Brawl, that's how I've been winning against Warriors. Is it always 20 mana? It's almost never 20 mana. Right now, it's the amount of mana it takes to but let's see, what do I do here?
All patched up. All patched up. Reflect in the moonwell.
I didn't really need the full back this Frost Saber. It might have actually been good to force the Brawl out, but actually, I mean, if they just have Shield Shatter, Frost Saber kind of gets wrecked. So I also have to force, like, I have to knock their armor down a lot, because I gave them that Rancor play, which might have been a mistake. But then the other alternative line was just going, so Shield Shatter here. I mean, if they Shield Shatter but don't clear my board fully, like, okay, this order is bad. Like, imagine they top deck Brawl here. That's a nice play. It's a tough play to deal with. I don't have, wait, do I have any way of killing? Oh, this is so bad. I don't have any way of dealing with these 2/2/1s here. I have literally zero way of dealing with them. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, what's my... Oh, I could... No, I don't... You have to play Battlegrounds Battlemaster first. Which is honestly a play. So I go Battlegrounds Battlemaster. Maybe I do that. Wait, no, but then the second one loses its Divine Shield. It's not even valuable.
The Seed Lord be its own treasure.
Alright. Alright, Ibis. Alright, it's pretty easy for them to kill this. They just need Shield Slam, but sometimes they don't have Shield Slam here, and we pull off a scam.
No force on Azeroth can stop me.
Well, they're fishing. They're fishing for the Shield Slam. Chad, if they don't hit the shield slam, they don't hit it 1/5, 1/3, 2/3 of the time, we win. 2/3 of the time they miss here. 2/3. Yes! Yes! Chat! We did it! They gonna die.
Strike!
Chat, easy. Harifa versus Naga Mage. We've been crushing the Naga Mages. Demon Hunter and Warrior have been the toughest matchups so far. Good hand, chat. Actually, such a good hand. Alright, give me Nourish. Don't give me Flipper Friends from this. I want to Nourish. Because splitting up Nourish is much more valuable. Yes! Oh, we're so ahead here now, chat. I mean, we're doing so well. Maybe we're not ahead, but we're doing so well. But see, yeah, so you see my predicament. Chat, we beat all the bad decks, but we actually beat Bruto, #1 legend player, with this deck, so...
All patched up. I lose Neladar.
Imagine how many people you convey. I know. Yeah, this is a better deck than Board Priest. I already know that much. Less silver minutes ago. No, Naga Mage is around gold. Naga Mage is at the very bottom and the very top.
All patched up.
War Priest is a high tier deck. It's not even on the tier list because it's so low tier. Water Beast Druid. Oh, it is kind of... Dude, Water Druid's such a good name. Because it's got Sea Giants and Naga Giants. Oh. And Flipper Friends. Chat, what do you guys think? Hybrid Druid or Water Druid? Type in the chat. I think Water Druid's like... Because it's also like water is an archetype. So it makes sense. You have Druid of the Reef. Yeah, the whole deck is water. Oh my god. Water Druid just makes sense.
All patched up.
Jeez, gotcha. Bad announcing can't claim it as your idea. That's a good idea, Death. PDSM Druid. No, water is a previously established archetype in the Blizzard universe, so kind of makes more sense to do it that. Name it that. Maybe I draw the double flipper friends here. More value. But it makes me overdraw. I don't like that. I can just kind of...
From the smallest star. Burning again. The sea floor be its own treasure.
You know what? I'm gonna dump this. I'm dumping this because if I don't, I can overdraw Ibis, and Ibis is the best card in my deck. So I think I dumped that, yeah. And this is like the threading of lethals, so... And if they brawl this board, it's like super good because like now all I have to do is make a big Ibis and I win, right? One of my 8/8 survives is also fantastic here. 1/3 lives, son of a gun. Wait. Oh crap. Chat, 1 in 8 to lose here. Feels bad, man.
This must be the way.
Don't even care about the overdraw here. You have to kill 2 giant Ibises here. The next one I can do is just Oracle, right? Like, they use their brawl, so they have to do shield slam plays, but like it's so annoying to do here. That Ibis thick. Let's go! Chat, another warrior win. Why are they beautiful? I guess they want to eat my BGVM here. But now they're going to die. It's over. They're roping their death here. Chat, actually minus 46 here.